Hello and welcome to the second game at venue 2 of the L Lynch Trophy, Group 2 that is. I'm here tossing and I'm joined with Dave Ryan here. How's it going, Dave?
It's going good.
Well, we've got a new We've got a big game going ahead for us. We've got Hemel Storm playing against the Oaklands Wolves. We just finished actually watching the whole game in the Rockets versus the Thames Valley Cavaliers, where the Cavaliers were victorious, 85-71 the score. They were led in scoring by Taylor Johnson with 27 points. And, well, what did you make of that game?
That was pretty much all Thames Valley, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think they led from tip to buzzer and never looked any trouble, really.
They led the whole time. Rebounds and turnovers were, you know, two hangnails that served as probable reasons as to why Reading Rockets lost. But as we go forward now, we look at another game. We watch a team which has yet to lose, Hemel Storm. Hemel Storm and the Oaklands Wolves. We're just going to have a quick look at the lineups here now. If we look at the Oaklands Wolves first, the home team, of course, we've got number 0, Nick Powdrell, number 1, Kane Daly, 2, Oliver Wright, 4, Jordan Santiago, 5, Jarrell Lane, 6, James Cummings, 7, Evan Walsh, 8, Toby Gastaldi Davis, 9, Almet Kitiri, 10, Thomas Hughes, 11, Ray Akpofore, and 12, Obi Egbunike. Coached by Tom Baker. And I believe assistant coach today by Lee Graham from the looks of it.
Indeed.
Probably want to look over to the A414 respective opponents, which are the Hemel Storm. We've got 0, Michael Williams, 5, Brody Adiluola, 6, Nick Allen, 7, Jack Burnell, 8, Levi Noel, 9, Ewan James, 14, Shaquille Lewis, 15, Tayo Oyofusi, 21, Gregory Polian, and 25, Waleed Mamouni. And head coached by Drew Spinks, assistant coach Mike Darlow. It's going to be an energetic game once again. This is Basketball England's L Lynch Trophy, which of course are the sponsors of this tournament. This is the second game of the day in the group stages, I believe. And it will be very interesting to see who's going to do what. I mean, we remember seeing Mike Williams hitting some buzzer beaters. We remember seeing Jordan Santiago also hitting some buzzer beaters. Dave, what do you expect to see in this game? More buzzer beaters or what?
Well, I'm sure it'll be fairly up-tempo. Wolves are fairly young.
Yep.
Hemel are obviously much more experienced. They've brought in 2 Americans. They're pretty much expected to be top 3 in Division 1 this season. They've got to be one of the favourites for this competition.
Absolutely.
Whereas Wolves are building from the ground up after moving from being Leopards last year. At some point in the evening, I will call them Leopards.
Yep.
I absolutely guarantee that.
For those of you who don't know, the Oaklands Wolves are the rebranded Essex Leopards, I want to say, where me and Dave have spent some time together. Where me and Justin have all spent some time together, who was on the stream with me last week, but this week he's not here due to personal issues. I believe he's in Barbados, as he said in the last stream. But yeah, Dave and I have both spent time at Essex Leopards. I think 3 seasons in total. And you know, it's very apparent that Drew Spinks and Mike Darlow are speaking quite a bit about their tactics in terms of what they're going to do. Probably discussing rotation. I mean, Hemel have quite a lot of, you know, they're quite stacked in every position. So it'll be interesting to see who starts, who gets what role, and ultimately how they defend Oaklands Wolves. If we talk about Oaklands Wolves a little bit, we have Evan Walsh, who I've played with as well at the Essex Leopards. And the last time, actually, the notable game I remember him having prior to him going for 4 years to play at Barry University in Miami was actually scoring 20 points against Hemel when he was still an under 18. So it'll be interesting to see what he does now. He has some collegiate experience. You remember Evan, don't you, Dave?
I certainly do. Evan was how we started the link-up between Leopards and Wolves. They were looking for him to play senior basketball as well as playing for Wolves. He came with us, and the rest is history, really. That's
it. He's the man with the plan. And, you know, he had a great start against Thames Valley Cavaliers, though I believe by just over 20 they lost against them. He's going to be a bright spot today. I want to see how he actually matches up against Mike Williams, someone who's going to be taking, in terms of volume, the same amount of shots. Though he's American, Mike Williams has played at Rutger. For those of you who don't know, it's the New Jersey-based NCAA Division I college. And ultimately, yeah, seeing how it goes. 1 minute to tip off. Who have you guys got? Let us know in the YouTube comments. Right. This is a great time with 1 minute left before the game starts. Make sure you subscribe to Basketball England on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button, the red one. You guys know what it is. Watch the best action in British basketball right now. I'm going to claim it now. Maybe because I'm on the mic or maybe because the competition's that good. I'll let you subscribe and find out.
And it's indeed the only English basketball tournament at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
it's all happening here in the mecca of basketball at Oaklands Arena.
That's it. As I see a couple a lot of social distancing here. Again, I will talk about how the seats are arranged. Quite interesting. You can really roll out your legs. We would like to give a shout out to the volunteers, everyone who makes things possible, from the live streamers to those who open and close the facility, and well, you know, guys, everyone who's involved in the game. Shout out to you all.
Yep. There's a lot of people who've taken a lot of temperatures over the last few months.
Yeah.
Who've helped keep basketball going at senior and junior level throughout the country.
Yeah,
and it's good that everyone can sit and watch a game this evening.
Exactly. And as always, please let us know what juice you're having with this game. You have to be enjoying this game with juice. Me, myself, I'm on probably my last 2 millilitres of water from the last game, and I'm about to sip it now. That was the last, not a sponsor, but, you know, Aquavale. I don't even know where I probably got this from Aldi. I'm not too sure. Whoever knows Aquavale, let me know. But really, let me know what you guys are drinking, whether it's Sunny Delight or a little bit of Sprite. Okay, let's see who the starters are. Looks like Obi Egbunike, Evan Walsh, Jordan Santiago, Ray Kufure, and I'm trying to guess who number 8 is. I believe that is Gastaldi Davis. Toby Gastaldi Davis. I remember him well. Part of the reason why Westminster Warriors, the team that I play for, are no longer Division 1. He hit a very clutch shot.
I've got nothing to say, Toby.
Yeah, I mean, I can see you smiling, man. You know.
Well, that's why we're here today.
That's why we're here today.
Ray comes into the lineup after missing last week through injury.
Yeah,
that should strengthen.
Fit and ready to go. Super Bushman he goes as. Everyone takes a knee now just to recognize what's going on in the Black Lives Matters movement and everything that's going on in the world. As the applause comes on now, I think I'm going to announce who the starters are for the Hemel Storm. Mike Williams, Gregory Polian, Levi Noel, Teo Oyofusi, and Bodie Aduluola. Be quite interesting. Who do you think has this one, Dave, and why?
I'm not allowed to say. It would be a mess. Sorry, my voice is going. It'll be good if it starts to the fourth quarter. It would be a major, major upset if Wolves managed to pull this one off. It's very much a building year for our club.
Quite interesting. The Oaklands did hold on quite well against Thames Valley, and Thames Valley so far haven't lost a game, so it'll be interesting to see. I think it'll be a closer game than...
Yeah, the first 15 minutes, 16 minutes.
You perhaps anticipate.
And then we couldn't buy a bucket for a while.
Oh, well, let's hope that you're wrong for your sake.
I'd love to be wrong.
Right, well, let's see how it goes. Ade Neuron. White chocolate bueno milkshake. That sounds like a great one. Are you got creams or are you making it yourself as Mike Williams goes to the free throw line to shoot 2? Amari Woods, fire flame, fire flame, fire flame. Welcome, sir.
I like to hear more noise at free throws myself.
Yeah, I was going to yell, but then, you know,
I'm not allowed to do that when I'm on the mic.
Exactly. Sings the first one.
Disappointed in my children. They're silent over there. They were brought up better than this.
Maybe they're social distancing their vocal cords, you know, who knows. 2 to go for Mike Williams. Jordan Santiago, he was the American who spent some time at the Loughborough Student Riders.
Yeah, he's coaching the kids here at Oaklands now.
So he's a coach as well as a player.
And he refereed the game this morning.
The up and under. Oh, he's still coaching now?
He coaches the under-12 program we run here.
That's great.
And this morning he refereed the under-16 girls versus the under-14 boys.
So he's
a man of many, many talents.
A man of many talents. And speaking of talent, how about Gregory Polian on that reverse?
That was a nice move, wasn't it?
6'6", strong as an ox, doing quite a lot of it. Joe Charles Mai Tai Chi. Oh, Joe Charles Mai Tai Chi. That's a tongue twister as well. Come on, Storm. Well, I guess they're listening. Joe. Let us know where you're listening from always. Let us know who you're backing. Let us know if you have a family member playing or commentating. Hint, hint. Shout out family. 5 points. So Dave, you have a question from Dave Owen. Who is the best British player to ever play for the Leopards? Take your time.
Oh, are we talking the Division 1 Leopards?
He's
or
talking.
Are we going all the way back 25 years?
Let's talk Leopards as we know it. Let's talk 2010 onwards.
Wow, I guess that's between Mike Martin and Orland Jackman.
Right, so...
Mike played for longer.
Yep.
We've had some great British players.
Mike Martin was a force.
We've had some guys who decided it was better to play a lot of minutes in Division 1 for us than be on the bench in the BBL, even though they could do that.
Exactly.
Mike was in the twilight of his career, but he brought fantastic leadership to us. But Orland came in last year and basically changed us and kept us up.
Put up some amazing buckets.
He did.
Orland Jackman had a big triple-double. And, of course, Mike Martin was a beast and still is a beast. Mike Williams actually gets the floats to go, putting in the score to 7 love. I think that's what they call it in tennis, right? Love? Nothing?
I don't think you get 7 love in tennis, do you?
I don't know.
6 and it's over.
7-0, guys. I tried. This is why I'm in the basketball atmosphere environment. Because I know nothing about any other sports. That being said, Oaklands have 3 fouls already. This might be a game of fouls here. Bodie unable to keep the ball. Turnover.
We've got 12 guys kitted up.
Yeah. They got fouls to give in the old Hackney fashion as
we haven't really,
but
yeah.
said.
I mean, we haven't got fouls to give, but we have at least got 12 guys kitted up.
You got bodies. Oh, there goes Evan Walsh.
Nice move from Evan there.
Ooh la la. Not able to convert, but that would have been a sweet move right there. Must have stretched his arm quite far to make that reverse layup. We'll shoot 2 though. 6'4" guard.
I mean, Evan's pretty much what we sort of want to build here, in that he came to the academy here, he got a place in the States, he did well for 4 years, he's come back. I imagine at some point he will move on, but here's a club for him to come back to that he knows, that he trusts.
Yeah. Definitely in terms of the global pandemic, it's definitely good to be near home and be around familiar faces for sure. Gets the first free throw to go and gets debut buckets for his team.
I would be surprised if a BBL team don't add him to their roster when they start going. Yeah. But it's good to have him with us in the meantime. That's a great steal from Toby then.
That's it. There's Evan in the corner. Oh, almost a tip slam by Ahmed Katiri. Didn't quite get it. Now, Ahmed's pretty tall, but he looks like he's about to shoot from high up. Quite interesting. Justin Titchman, Orland, a.k.a. Moses to the Essex Leopards. He led the way.
He did.
He parted the Westminster waters. Is that what you're saying now, Just? Dave Owen, follow-up. If you could sign any British player that is on another team's Division 1 roster this season, who would you take?
I'd probably go back and get Orland, to be honest.
Yeah, that's
you know what you're dealing with. You know he's a great guy. You know what he brings to you.
That's it.
So if you are listening, Orland, and you don't play till tomorrow, so you might be.
Yeah, he may be listening. But I guess you can get a 2-for-1. You can have Orland and me. And you know what?
Oh yeah, sorry, I was supposed to sign Totem.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to nudge you here, but you know.
And I imagine Jamie Hayes is still listening. So hello, Jamie.
Exactly. Oh, Bodie getting the hand one. Bodie's like 5'10", 5'9", but he's able to, you know, considering how tall he is in basketball, you'd think he'd get blocked a bit more, but no, he was able to absorb the contact and convert. He has been at Hemel Storm for about 10 years now.
He had a very brief spell with us, actually.
Yeah, he was part of... I played with him a little bit. No, they always have something to say.
He's fouled.
Gregory Polian and Bodie, don't they? Probably talking about who should take the next shot, as it seems that they've done the majority of the scoring. Jamie Hayes was waiting to hear my name.
It's good to hear from you, Jamie.
Oh, and I guess Gregory Polian spoke about he's going to take the next shot because he just tipped it in 13-2 in favour of the Hemel Storm. Fraser Collett Gordon, loving the setup at Oaklands with the lettering and the Wolf logos on the wall. It just has the feel of an American college system. Absolutely, I agree.
That's the plan. Thank you.
Obi Egburonike is able to make that mid-range shot.
Yeah, because Obi missed all of last season due to illness, which didn't help us. And Jarrell Lane, who's on the bench, also missed all of last season due to injury.
Wow. So timeout called for the Oaklands Wolves as Bodie gets puts his head down and scores another bucket. Obi's actually looked like he lost some weight, so it looks like even though he's been off for whatever reason, it looks like he's come back.
Well, if you're ever going to miss a season, last year was the one to miss, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Let's give you guys a quick insight as to who scored what. Greg Polian leads all scorers with 5 points so far. Mike Williams has 4 points and Evan Walsh 2. And I believe also Obi has the other 2 points for the Oaklands Wolves. Let this be a time to shout out our sponsors, the L Lynch Trophy. The L Lynch Company. They are sponsoring the event, the L Lynch Trophy, which if you guys are talking about it on social media, be sure to use the hashtag. That is hashtag L Lynch Trophy. Have a look at the bottom right and you'll see how to spell that. If you want to talk about what myself and Justin talk about usually, hashtag the Juice Pod is the hashtag to use.
Yeah, and L Lynch are based in Hemel.
Oh.
So they're obviously local to both the teams.
It's interesting.
We were hoping they would be able to join us when we played each other, but obviously that's not possible at the moment.
Yeah. Sure they're watching out on the stream.
I'm sure they're watching at home. And there we go. Try from Jordan.
Gets it to go.
Man who can do everything.
Yep.
We're hoping he can cure the global pandemic.
That's it.
That's a big threat.
Now, you know what's crazy about Greg Polian? He looks like the muscular, athletic guy that probably can't shoot a three. He does, just switched that one. Quite surprising. I mean, granted, he's definitely not above 6'6". He's probably going to have to, as Toby Custody Davis hits a three of his own, taking the score to 18-10.
Wallace Walls has now got the scoreboard ticking over.
Yep. Levi Noel throws it up, not able to hit.
Good hands with Toby. Great pass out to Evan.
Evan looks like he has a nice crisp new haircut, as does James Cummings and Jordan Santiago, who's able to convert right there. Elliot Beardsworth, 40 points incoming for Greg. Are you sure?
It's not unfeasible.
Daniel Nuttall, 100%. What are you saying 100% to? Very vocal, the teammates here. I can hear, I believe that's Waleed or perhaps making enough noise to imagine there was a crowd here.
I think Waleed's been around forever.
Now, Waleed was playing
Did you play him at Capitals?
When I was 17.
Yeah.
So he's been around for a couple moons now, indeed.
I think Waleed was with Capitals the year we started the new Leopards. So that's 17 years ago.
Insane. Not able to convert for Evan Walsh.
And yet he'll tell you he's only 21.
Who's that?
Waleed's only 21. Ask him.
21 and hot.
Yeah.
He's lean cuisine. He might be a vegan. I mean, talking to him earlier about how to stay in shape, he says lay off the McDonald's. I'm not sure how that will sound with his sponsors, but, perhaps you can have a McSalad.
There you go.
That can work out.
So Stormer in the penalty. And Bodie returns to the line. The crowd need to get into this.
Guys, just, I don't know, type some distraction noises, I guess, on the YouTube chat. One shot to come for Bodie Adeluola. He spent some time at London Capitals back in the day as well. But then again, if you're over 25, who hasn't?
So he's going to take what I imagine will be a quick breather.
Yep.
Tom does like to use his full roster.
Good idea. Dave Owen. If only there was a site where you could check an NBL player's career history. How about it, guys? DaveOwenBasketball.co.uk or .com. I think it's .co.uk. So correct me.
Yep. Jordan gets a lucky bounce to make it a 6-point game. And there's Jack.
And Jack Burnell.
Who used to be Leopards water boy. Whose dad used to coach Leopards.
Jack Burnell has definitely missed less shots than he's made in his campaign so far. He was lighting them up last week. As Obi Egbenuke is able to hit one at the top of the key, making the score now 26-16. Oakland's holding on quite well, actually. Brody a bit hesitant to pass the ball to Teo Oyofusi in the post. As James Cummings, a little bit of a square off there.
No social distancing happening out there.
Yeah, exactly, guys. We have to respect the 2 meters here.
Not too much, though.
Well, I mean, they've quickly distanced him in the right manner. They've put him on the bench. Walid Mamouni into the game. Mr. Louis Cousine, I'm going to call him. Guys, let me know what games you've been watching in the L Lynch Trophy. They're all in the playlist on YouTube for your own reviewing, but let me know the ones you've been watching today, of course. In some news, of course, the Thames Valley Cavaliers beat the Reading Rockets, the last game that I was commentating, well, Dave and I were commentating on. And Nottingham Hoods beat Leicester Warriors by 4 points, 92-88. And Bradford were able to beat Myerscough by 3 points, 74-71. Ah.
Good burst of speed from Santiago.
Yeah, man. He made my heart rush just running like that.
Oh, a big three from Jarrell.
Jarrell Fox Lane, I believe his name is. He hit the three. Spent some time in Italy, has played for Essex Leopards before. Holding on, 6 points between the two teams. Mike Williams replies with a shot of his own. Mark Hammond watching the game. Good to hear you. Good to hear you too, sir. Hope everyone's well in the Hammond household.
I believe Mark was a Leopards fan back in the day.
Yep.
We didn't know all our fans by names, but we tried.
We went the extra mile.
Well,
as old man Walid tells Obi to get out of here. Shot clock violation.
So some good D from Storm there to run the shot clock down.
That's it, guys.
We've got an 8-point game.
Nick Allen into the game, who I believe is a son of a coach on the team, or at least was an assistant coach. I believe, is it Dave Allen?
It is Dave. I believe he's not involved on the coaching side. I think he's still involved with the club.
Involved in the club. Family affair.
Yes, obviously Jack Burnell, his dad John, he's now the director of basketball at Storm.
Yeah. Mike Darlow and his father Steve Darlow, who
Steve's former coach.
Not in here today, but yes, former coach. 2 minutes 25 in the first period. Let's see how it goes. Dave, I never quite asked you, what is your favourite juice of choice? Cranberry?
I believe it's rum.
Oh dear.
Is rum a juice? This is the big question.
Sugarcane juice, let's call it, eh?
How about we go for magic apple juice, also known as cider?
Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Sadly, the bar at Oaklands is closed.
The bar at the Oaklands College. Is there a bar here?
Yeah, there's a hockey club bar opposite us in the left-hand corner.
Interesting.
Very disappointing that it isn't open.
Evan Walsh able to draw another foul. I guess it's quite easy to score some points nowadays if you just get to the free throw line. Ask James Harden.
Yeah.
That being said, at this point, Evan has 100% of his points at the free throw line as he misses this one.
The commentators jinx.
Oh dear.
Look what you've done, Sophie.
Look, I'm going to do it again just to see,
Your
just to make sure it's not a
club
fluke.
as well.
He's going to make it. He's played some high-level basketball. I trust it. You see?
It wiped its feet though, didn't it? Wiped its feet, cleaned its teeth.
27-20 the score. Evan now on 3 points. Of course, you'd be crazy to think that Mike Williams wasn't going to shoot that one, but Jarrell fouls him anyway. Three to come.
Three, yeah. This is why I didn't want to commentate. I want to be able to silently mutter.
You can, inside you can.
I'm dying inside.
Jamie Hayes, Dave would know where the bar is, haha.
Well, he would.
Prisma TV Big 3. Name those Big 3, Prisma. Or Prism A. Let me know how that's pronounced.
See the ball, don't lie.
Jasper Baines, watch number 10. Tom Hughes, big baller. We'll wait to see Tom Hughes, of course. Gets it to go. Both teams have scored a decent amount of points. I mean, of course, Hemel 8 points more than the Oaklands, but to have 20 points with 2 minutes left in the game is impressive. If they get 5 more points, you could say both teams are likely to elapse the 100-point mark. Score 20 to the Essex Leopards, to the Oaklands Wolves. Even though it looks as though it says Essex on the scoreboard, mind you guys, it's Oaklands. And Hemel are about to get 31. LS Media, Hemel scoring a lot, huh? Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, you have to balance. Oakland's, you know, they've chosen to go young, and I understand that, but, you know, with that comes a bit of a lack of muscle. Now, Obi and Ray, who are both probably the muscle of the team from the looks of it, they're on the bench at the moment, so let's see what they can do. That being said, both teams on team fouls. Front rims it. Another foul drawn.
It's a great drive by Evan.
And I'm going to take some notes from Mr. Walsh's book over here, man. Just attack the basket, stop the clock. AJ Roberts, hello tossing, and the one and only Dave Ryan. AJ, I kind of told Dave there's a deal. If you come, I have to come to the Oaklands Wolves days. We'll talk about that later. Are you sure that's the score? I am sure that's the score.
That is the score.
Crisp. 31-20.
We can flip it around if you want.
That's it. The interesting thing about the score, guys, is that when as I realize, and I see the other comments, I realize Chris is actually talking about me saying 28-1 as I got distracted. But actually, sometimes the score may change a bit because we actually have high technology equipment here that detects the scoreboard, but when the ball bounces, that can mess with it a little bit. Waleed finding Mr. Big Shot in the corner. Who was Mr. Big Shot in the NBA? Was it Chauncey Billups? Do you remember that, Dave?
It could well have been. I do remember Chauncey.
Yeah, I think so. I never liked the Detroit Pistons anyway.
No. To be honest, only Detroit Pistons like those Detroit Pistons.
Exactly. I'm sorry, but, this isn't EuroLeague basketball. But when you have a whole starting five making the all-star team and none of them average above 10 points, pretty embarrassing in my opinion. Jack Bennell gets one to go. Hello, on camera again, tossing here. Dave in the back. Roger Malpass doing a great job tossing. Thank you so much, Roger. I hope you're well.
Yeah, big shout out to Roger.
Shout out to
see him back soon.
Big shout out to Roger. Was assistant coach for my time when I was playing at the Essex Leopards.
He's still with us, unfortunately. He just can't be here tonight.
Oh, he's still about?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well,
we're looking forward to seeing him. Hopefully in the new year, Roger.
Exactly. Oh, that sounds good. Icon 145. It was Billups. Thanks so much. Thanks to let me know that I'm not the only one that's old here. The trickle shot makes it an 11-point game. Ewan James finding Greg Polian, who just jumped straight into James Cummings, but in the right way to draw the foul. Going over to the coach right now, looking at Drew Spinks. I mean, maybe it's because he's cold, but he has his arms folded. Perhaps he should. Perhaps he wants a bigger lead at the moment as he checks the stats. And as Gregory Polian hits the front rim on the free throw.
What are your thoughts on hitting the front rim, Tosin?
Well, hitting a front rim on a 3-point is awful. Hitting a front rim on a free throw, it can almost make people wonder, are you truly a basketball player or something? I mean, it's like a penalty, right? Without a goalie. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too harsh, but I've hit the front rim a couple of times myself.
On the good days, yeah.
On the good days. I shoot a reasonable 75% of the free throw line, which is subpar for anyone my height in the NBA, but in NBL
we need to mention that Tosin is a former Leopards MVP at this point.
Thank you, guys. And
helped us win Division 1 in 2015 and was MVP the following year.
Thank you so much. And whilst we're on the fun facts, as Oaklands have 24 points, my record at Essex Leopards was actually 24 rebounds, 13 of them being offensive.
Against whom?
Against an opponent we will not name. No, it wasn't against them. I've had other days, but Harlem Leisure Zone it was at. 16 seconds left in the game.
Harlem Leisure Zone, one of the 86 home courts we used at some point or another.
That's the one. Ewan James getting it to go in the corner. Ooh, trying to bank it from the corner. 3.6 on the clock, and it's a Hemel Storm ball. Been quite an energetic first quarter. 36 points, good grief. 25 for the team that's behind right now, but surely one of these teams will cool off because 36 and 25 is no joke.
It's an NBA score these days.
That's it. Oh, missed a big shot. You know what? I'm sure everyone who was watching that shot expected it to go in. Well, just to sum up the first quarter, guys, it's 36-25 in favor of the Hemel Storm. In regards to who's leading on points, I'm about to get that to you right now. In terms of points, Gregory Polian leads with 13 already. Mike Williams, second top scores with 8, whilst Oaklands are led by Jordan Santiago with 8, Evan Walsh with 5. Jarrell Lane also with 5. What do you think of the game so far, Dave?
I think Wolves have competed reasonably well without ever really troubling Storm, to be honest.
Yep.
You get the feeling they've got a little bit more left in the locker room if they need to bring it out.
That's good. I mean, it's a good place to be in. I mean, you managed to draw 5 fouls out of a team that, for the most part, have all played at Hemel Storm in the past. In fact, I would almost say they all have, apart from Teo and Ewan James, I do believe.
Yeah, we were hopeful Teo might join us. I believe he came here to college, or at least he was here a lot last season watching us.
Yep. Well, I mean, he probably lives just as close to there as he does to here. I mean,
well, we're only 9 miles apart, so
yeah.
It used to be a huge derby.
4-4.
Leopards and Storm had some fantastic meetings in our various guises, going back to the first time we were Essex and Hearts Leopards against West Hearts Warriors.
Oh, wow.
I think we played about 35 times. We won the first 22. We should probably have called it at that point, I reckon.
Yep.
Of the next 13 or so, I think they're about 9-4 up or something. But we had some fantastic games.
Hemel is a team that come to compete, always there offensively, in my opinion, if I have to be honest, I'd say they haven't always been there defensively, and that probably proves true in the young boys who've got 25 points already. Go into the comments right now. Brandon Palmer, haha, Tosin takes no prisoners on front rim free throws. Oh, look, listen, Brandon, tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if it's acceptable to miss an open goal. You know, you're a striker, right? And you just hit the crossbar every time, no goalkeeper.
This is the Tosin who claimed earlier he knew nothing about football.
I know the bare minimum. Oh, Obi gets a good sweeping.
That was after I said Cambridge were 4 up at Scunthorpe. I'd like to place on record they won 5-0.
Shaq Lewis, who's also spent some time at the Essex Leopards and the Hemel Storm as well, gets the go-ahead bucket. Sarah Adlington, evening Dave. Sorry. Sarah. Nesta, hey guys, hope everything's going good. Yes, Nesta, everything's going well, thank you. How are you? Where are you listening from, my brother? Jordan Santiago is putting on a show tonight. He now has 10 points. Oyofusi dribbling, finding, swinging the ball around. Teo trying for 3, not able to convert. Shaq Lewis showing his athleticism, drawing the foul.
Shaq can certainly bounce.
He's definitely got bounce indeed.
Yeah.
I was saying, man, I think it's because he's a vegan. You know, he was telling me I could see every muscle twitching in his body when he jumps. I don't know, man. Must have tucked into that Mac salad.
That'll be it.
Who knows what I'll be if I tapped into a little bit of salad. But I do salad and I do plank, and that's why I can dunk.
Homer Simpson once claimed you can't make friends with salad, so
yeah,
I've decided to take that
that approach.
That advice.
Dope.
Mind you, I don't visit McDonald's either, so.
Yeah. Evan getting it to go.
Lovely move from Evan there.
Evan's got the good double pump layup package. Brian Walsh, we are back in the bonus with Dave Ryan. Absolutely, sir.
Hello,
Hope
Brian.
you're well. Brody being...
We look forward to the day the likes of Brian can come in and watch the game.
That's it.
Because it's not the same without fans.
Oh, travel by Toby the Young. Well,
and I know the first time that I take either of my kids to a game that I can't go and watch them, that'll hurt. And I imagine a lot of other people thinking that way as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fortunate that I got to watch the game this morning involving my daughter, but, you know, most of the other parents didn't. And I'm sure that's very, very disappointing.
Well, perhaps they could log into the live stream. If we live stream every game and the parents pay a little money.
Our plan here is to get the cameras and everyone can sit in the car park and watch their kids play. They can have a barbecue as long as they do it in less than 6 groups and don't talk to each other or something.
I could definitely.
But no, that's what we're hoping to do for this season.
I could certainly do some barbecue. I was actually watching this show on Netflix. I don't know if you watch Netflix, Dave?
I have Netflix.
Goodness, there's a show called, I'm going to improvise the name, Barbecue Off. It's kind of like the British Bake Off, but it's an American barbecue version.
Where Americans eat their own body weight twice or something, I imagine.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, one of them was cooking iguana, but definitely something to watch. Evan Walsh is advancing the ball right now. Finds Santiago, who's been hot. Ooh, does a little slip and slide.
Nearly got away with that. So, number 6 kick the ball. It's, I nearly said it, it's a Wolves ball, not a Leopards ball.
Yeah.
It's going to take a while after 25 years.
It's going to take a while. I mean, to me, it's always going to be, well, actually, I'll call it the Oakland Wolves as I'm on the mic right now. Patrick Colgate, before today, I don't think I've ever not heard Dave shout during a 10-minute spell of basketball involving his own team.
It's very difficult, believe me.
We haven't got the mute button as well, so he's really doing a great job. Will Ashby, evening Dave and Toss. Evening, sir.
Good evening, William.
Seems like the whole of Essex.
There we go.
Past and present,
I need you lot to screen for us. We're down to 6 points.
Exactly. Evan Walsh serves up another one. That guy, he's got a lot of energy in him.
He has.
Oh, what we'd give to be young again. As he shows some energy, showing his strength that he's picked up in college.
So that's a Storm ball, but they've only got 13 seconds on the shot clock.
So a timeout called by Tom Baker of the Oakland Wolves. I'm not sure how many years he's been coaching now. Is it 3 years? 4th? I would like to say
He has done 3 full seasons. He finished the end of the season when you were with us, and now this is his 5th season.
all right. So he's going into his 5th season, got some years under his belt now.
I've looked after him.
Doing a great job after all. I mean, hey, after all, the score's only 6-point differential. We were just talking about these guys being young boys.
I mean, there's a pun here as well, but we really threw him to the wolves when he became our coach at the end of the season when we got relegated. That was a very, very tough start.
Real tough.
You were there, were you not?
I'm trying to forget it.
Yeah, that coach ride on the way home from Lancashire.
Absolutely. At least I hit the first buzzer beater against Lancashire Spinners, but
You did.
mounted up for nothing in the end.
So
Question from, I believe, Mark Hammond. How do you feel that Evan is, for you, Dave, how do you feel that Evan Walsh has improved since coming back from college?
Wow, pretty much everything. I mean, when you get to practice every day, you get to play at that kind of level.
Yeah.
He definitely knows how to take control of a game now when he needs to.
Absolutely.
He's not a selfish player by any stretch of the imagination. He just knows when he needs to be the man.
That's it. It's
I
about
mean,
knowing.
to an extent, it's like having an American out there in that he's just straight out of college, so he's still got that mentality.
Exactly. And, you know, Miami's not a bad place to spend 4 years at all.
Well, you know.
Get a nice tan. He had an accent after his first year.
I'm quite happy with St Albans and Bishop Stortford, but yeah, I'd do Miami if I had to.
They're close third, huh?
As long as Pete let me in, you know.
Yeah. Oh, Shatley's doing something that I thought was a travel, but was able to get the rebound, shoots it again. Oh, yeah, gets it to go. Shaquille Lewis, he's taking the game by storm. Pun intended.
You see what you just did? Yeah, we've had thrown to the wolves, we've had jumping through hoops, we've had taken the game by storm.
That's it. Throw them to the wolves. Oh,
If anyone would like to send any more puns, we'll try to include them. That's a foul.
Guys, give us your best puns in the
That's a
in the
foul.
comments as Evan Walsh gets the no call for that
That's a
foul.
foul.
Well, for that foul attempt, I guess. Lewis, I want to see a Kane Daly dunk. I don't know who Kane Daly is, sir, but we all want to
He's
see
on
a
the
dunk.
bench for Wolves.
Well, I guess he's got a dunk in his arsenal or in his back pocket.
I don't actually know all of our players. It's a terrible thing to admit. But
Oh, they're young, man. Some of them might be as young as...
Kane wasn't registered last week, so I haven't got to see him play yet.
And that's the beauty of being attached to a college. Oh, there gets a tech. A whole lot of fumble of the balls. I'm not quite sure what happened there, guys. You know what? You guys are watching. You guys probably know better than me. Tell me what just happened there. I just saw 2 balls on the court.
I think that might be an assist to my daughter, who's just lobbed the second ball on and they've ended up getting teed for it. Marvellous. Well done, Caitlin.
Excellent. Excellent. That is
I brought her up well.
one of the vet moves taught by Dave Ryan as Evan gets a free throw to go. Brian Walsh, what's the postcode there, gents? Let's get you some barbecue sent in.
She's grinning, so I reckon she got away with it.
Brian Walsh, I'll take some Memphis-style ribs. I'm not too sure what Oaklands Wolves is, Oaklands College is, but I will assume AL10 will be the beginning. Who do you think will get Defensive Player of the Year? Now, Chris, I'm going to say something as a player, not as a commentator, because this can sound kind of dark. I don't think people play that much defense in Division 1.
So it's an intentional foul call, I believe. Wolves have got 2 shots and the ball. They've lost a bit of composure,
Seems like
Storm, haven't
Teo's
they?
got some type of foul.
I mean, I'm well in favour of it.
Now, Teo, who's on the screen right now, he's a different T. Oya to myself. I'm tossing Oya Lesser. He's Teo Oyofusi. He'll be the on-court entertainment for tonight. But he's being a bit of rough and wild tonight, so hopefully he can stay in the game a lot longer than I am in the game.
You'll be coming back, Tyson. We'll try and get Summer League run if that's what it takes.
So Tom Baker's having a motivational speech to these guys in terms of instructing them what they should be doing. I guess it's about stopping people getting to the hole like Bodia Duluola, who's been getting to the basket with ease, moving your feet. All those tactical adjustments can mean a whole lot in this game. Hey guys, this is Tossin and Dave on the mic and on the camera. Make sure that you like, subscribe to Basketball England and follow all the games for the L Lynch Trophy.
And Tosin should mention his own blog at this point. Or?
Oh yeah, I should have mentioned our blog at this point. So guys, I run a blog, I run a podcast, but you know what? On social media, be it Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube, all the above, the Baller's Voice, make sure you lock into that. That is where I do a lot of things, all British basketball and extended. First free throw hit by Jordan Santiago. If you want to talk to me on social media, hashtag the Juice Pod is the place to go. Or the place to tag. Doesn't get the second one, I think you might have heard me in his ears.
Those of you that want to chat about British basketball, there's always whatsbev.com. If you haven't heard of it, the legendary whatsbev.com.
I thought you were going to say Poor Prince 75 there.
No, unfortunately not.
Yeah.
Miss Pete. So turnover from Wolves there.
Working a bit too hard there. Ball in the Hemel Storm's hands. 6 minutes 31 on the...
That's the corner of the court I can't see, but clearly we turned it over.
42-35 in favour of the Hemel Storm. Ball fed in once again to Polian, who undoubtedly is going to fake an attack. Oh no, passing it out.
Some good D hit from Wolves. They've run the shot clock.
Of course, Mike Williams is going to shoot that one. Trying to get his stats up.
If you don't want to listen to Tosin or read What's Bev, you can always Google Dave's B-Ball blog. Imaginatively named.
Very well written, actually.
Well, I wouldn't have far saying that. We're everywhere.
If the ball's bouncing and it's orange or red, whatever this colour is.
There's also things like Hoop Fix if you're in need of more basketball.
We are providing this Hoops Fix. Shout out to Sam Nita. See what I did there?
I do.
BBL Fix is someone who you need to look out for as well.
There is. You can never have too much basketball. Try all these people.
BBL Fix is doing an amazing job. If MBL's more your flavour, Rebound, who I believe is in the comments or has been in the comments, follow that. Does some great pre-game shows. Well, has been doing a good L Lynch Trophy show. Birdie finding Mike Williams, who shoots it, doesn't get it to go. The young boy here, number 1, couldn't quite tell you who that is. Let's have a look. He's just come in the game for the first time.
The L Lynch Trophy's got its own Twitter handle. I believe it's on Facebook as well.
That's it. That's Kane Daly, guys, number Kane. 1. So this is the guy we're expecting to have a dunk from. Also into the game, we have number 0, who is Powdrell. Possibly getting some good minutes before they go into the half.
I don't know what you think, Tosin, but this is closer than I expected it to be.
Hey, have some faith in your team.
I do have faith in my team.
How come? These guys are showing out.
It is a growing season, though.
I think 0 is an academy player, I believe.
Yes, he is.
Bodie, I believe, stepped on the line.
He did.
Hit the front of the rim, though.
There's only 3 referees. They can't see everything.
James Cummings
Big
putting
one
it
from
far
James.
back when he's wide open. He can shoot it, despite not hitting that one. Ooh, Oakland's taking the three-point approach.
That's
as
a good
number 2
rebound,
hustles. Number 2, right.
Might have been better passing that out.
This might be a time for Hemel to really muscle and get into the hole, as they have done just there. Mike Williams drawing the foul on right. I remember when I was put in the game when I was a young'un. And I remember the big guys punishing me for coming in, for even daring to play against them. But I think people play the game a bit differently nowadays.
It's a bit softer.
Yeah. Everyone wants to shoot fast break threes now.
They do. Which is good if you can do it. We're not all Steph Curry.
That's it. Oh, the alley-oop thrown by Bodie Adiluola.
I mean, Steph's a brilliant player, but he's got a lot to answer for.
That's it, yeah, he does. Bodie equal, you say?
Steph.
Oh, Steph, yes. Evan.
On the other hand, we've got Evan there doing that.
Now shooting, we've got Evan Walsh in the house, shooting the threes. Bodie drawing a foul.
Whoever thought we'd have a conversation about Evan Walsh and Steph Curry at the same time?
Hey, anything is possible. That was once or impossible is nothing. I don't know. These were all basketball-related terms at some point added as related to. Now, as Bodie goes to the line, there is a misconception, guys, that Bodie doesn't really pass the ball. I mean, Kobe Bryant had a similar stigma as well, but he actually gets a lot of assists. He had 9 assists last week, and that alley-oop he just threw to Polian shows his representative that he knows how to give up the ball.
So we're now talking about Bodie and Kobe in the same conversation. Wow.
Hey, we have to make all the crosses that we can. Welcome, as we have 300 viewers on the stream right now. Tosin and Dave here. We're now in the game. Hemel Storm versus the Oaklands Wolves. Hemel Storm up by 8. Evan Walsh beating him, going left, unable to convert, gets a rebound. Draws the foul and one as he rolls on the ground. Now, Dave, I know you say you don't play, but one of the best feelings in basketball is scoring when someone fouls you.
Of course it is.
Shout and one.
It's everything, isn't it? You get the 3-point and he gets a foul. You move them closer to the penalty. What more could you want in life?
The only thing worse than someone scoring an and one on you is someone dunking and getting an and one on you, or a buzzer beater on you. Those are pretty much up there.
You mean like that one that got us relegated?
Well, not only that. I mean, if you remember how that season started, shout out Justin if you're listening. Justin had the up and under by Hemel Storm. Remember that one?
Yeah.
From deep.
I think that moment, though, in Lancashire when the ball hit the bottom of the net was just
sad.
End of the world.
Just to plug myself, I did hit the last shot for us before that.
You did.
In case you want me to suit up. Actually, I'm sure I can commentate with some AirPods.
I don't pick the team. I've never picked the team.
Well, general manager, team manager, the legend, as you've been called. You know what to do. Bodie finds the ball in the corner. Yeah, he knows not to take the fast break 3. He's old.
He is.
There is no way he's going to shoot that.
Proves why you don't do it.
Bodie, the legend, passing that up. No one born in the 80s should take that fast break shot. No one. Maybe Ray Allen. Maybe.
Trouble is, I remember the 80s.
Nesta, this is a tight game, but my bet is still on Oaklands. Nesta, what's your connection with Oaklands? I mean, I feel
I like Nesta's idea, but right.
And Nesta, I know you from somewhere. Are you a coach, or have I got the wrong Nesta? Rebound basketball blog. Greg Polian shooting well, 15 points, 85%. Well, it's just gone down a little bit now, buddy, but still good numbers.
82 now, I reckon. Hit it.
Oh. Gerald Lane draws the foul for 3. Another low moment, actually. Even if they miss it, it's fouling someone shooting a 3-pointer.
Yeah, but so many threes are taken now that there's a law of average there, isn't there?
Yeah. I kind of, and this is probably why I've never been a referee or referee longer than half of a school game. I don't believe if someone gets a foul on a jump shot, that means they shouldn't have taken that jump shot, so therefore there's no foul. Don't know if you feel that way. 48-41 the score. Hemel Storm up against the Oaklands Wolves. 2 minutes 39 worth of play. Make sure you hit that red button, the subscribe button on Basketball England. This is where all the games will be streamed to.
We've got 2 more games tomorrow at Solent, starting at midday.
That's right. That's a game we're particularly looking forward to. We've got Solent Kestrels versus the Worthing Thunder.
That's not tomorrow, it's the week after.
Oh
no.
That may be tomorrow.
Oh.
Guys, let me know in the comments. I know you guys are handy with it. That's the beauty of having guys. That's the beauty of having guys ready to have our back or be critics, whichever way you want to look at it. But yeah, not bad at all. Tom Hughes coming in for some buckets.
I'll be back here at midday tomorrow.
Well, what's going on here tomorrow?
We have Oakland Wolves under-14 girls Premier versus Oakland Wolves under-14 boys development. There will be no live stream. There will be no commentary.
No live commentary. You'll be commentating after the game. You have some words.
I'll be standing over there making sure no one nips it.
Yeah.
To be fair, the parents have been very good and not tried it.
Jarrell Lane. I mean, basketball can serve as some kind of daycare. Some parents probably wouldn't even want to enter. In the right way, you know?
A lot of parents would love to be here.
I've done some coaching in my time. I've seen I've seen kids running out of cars. Sometimes those cars were moving, you could say.
To be fair, we've always had pretty good support from the parents here.
Yeah.
It's a nice gym to watch basketball in, of course, as well. It's not a freezing cold gym sitting against the wall.
Exactly. It's not
with the legs around your neck because you can't risk tripping someone up.
Yeah. Greg Poland with the rebound. Let's see how many rebounds he has right now as he floats it. Shooting percentage going down.
Sorry, Wolves are pushing the ball up.
Surprisingly, he only has...
It's a 4-point game, total.
4-point game indeed. Greg Poland had 18 rebounds or 16 rebounds last week, I believe. He has 4 today, so Oaklands are doing a good job in making sure he doesn't catch everything.
Oh.
Ooh, that was a...
It's now a 2-point game.
Good shot by Jarrell Lane. That was a...
Those crazy days we talked about.
Exactly. All in the day's work. Yeah, nowadays, only double I get is commentating back-to-back games.
There you go.
Poland gets it. Finds the bottom of the basket again. Ray doing a
We've
good
got you
job
some help next week.
Sorry?
We've got you some help next week.
Ah, brilliant.
Because my voice is going after 5 quarters, so...
No, well, yeah. Jarrell shoots again. Oh! And it will be...
Great work from Ahmed there.
He's ball there. Sub coming in, Evan back into the game.
Ahmed, who's number 9 for Oaklands, played very sparing minutes last year for Leopards, but at practice every week, never moaned, had great attitude, cleared up the kit so that I didn't have to bother.
That's what it's about.
What more do you want? No, but that's a rookie's job, and he absolutely done everything you could ever ask of him, and it's great to see him getting his chance.
Absolutely. Sometimes you need the young boys.
Completely understood his role, never moaned.
Yep. Levi Knowles, someone who spent some time in the... I don't know what kind of... what brand of Leopards you want to have.
Levi was a junior when we merged with Ware.
Yep.
Played a few games. His dad obviously played a lot for Lions, Hemel. The original Hemel.
Yep. Ray Akpufure taking the unnecessary dribble and getting blocked by Greg Poland. Surprised he didn't just go straight up. Will lead. Oh.
Levi's dad, Leon, has a palindromic name.
Has a what?
A palindromic name. It's spelled the same way frontwards as backwards. This is the kind of detail you only get on this broadcast.
That is super. Guys, for those of you who didn't hear that, Levi Noel's dad, Leon Noel. So Leon spelled one way and Noel spelled
Leon Noel spelled backwards or frontwards comes out as Leon Noel.
That's amazing. So I'm about to, well... Can I spell my surname back to front to even know what I'm going to name my kid? Couldn't tell you. It'll take me a while. 37.
Mine's fairly easy. It's only got 4 letters.
Nah, I'm struggling there. Jack Bennell hitting the first free throw, taking the score to 53-46.
When I used to do the programme for the original Leopards, I used to refer to Leon Noel as palindromic man in Metrobook. Just to see if anyone actually read them. It turns out they didn't.
Justin Hitchman, I'll be back next week, Dave. He said Terminator voice, that's why I said it that way.
And then you can have half term and get away from the little rats. Speaking as a man who teaches little rats.
Everything Chris BBL fixed what's good. Worthing barking game postponed.
Wow.
That's interesting. Do you know why? Can you tell us why?
I don't know.
No, BBL Fix is going to tell us why. I'm sure he's seen. That's been, Gloria Conqueror.
Clock's running.
The same. It seems the clock is still running, but they've managed to get a hold of it. 25.6 seconds in
I'm not allowed to say that. My wife's on the clock. No tea for Dave.
Well, I guess more eyes on this game if the game tomorrow is cancelled. Who knows?
Well, I wonder what happened there.
I find it very hard to imagine that Mike Williams is not going to shoot the shot. Oh. But of course, I didn't take into consideration that the 24-second shot clock had almost elapsed, so that forced Waleed Mamouni to shoot.
That's where Tosin shows he's a player.
That's it. I never look at the shot clock
On the
anyway.
days when I was on the bench doing the water bottles, I'd have been shrieking. Not for Hemel, obviously, but...
Hey, you did shriek once.
I did. I shrieked quite a lot, actually.
My Facebook photo still has you in it, Dave. Remember when I hit that game-winning shot?
Has it really?
Evan Walsh with the whoop-de-woo. I don't even know what to call that, man. That's smooth, to say the least. He gets the and one. He's done a couple of these
I think
now.
we'll just go with nice, shall we? That's
right. The way Evan's walking right now looks like, you know those films where there's just an explosion in the background and you walk out unscathed. That's what's just happened here. He has one more shot to come, 6.3 seconds on the clock. Evan Walsh now at 16 points. 18 points, rather. Can he make it 19 before the half? That means he's on par for going for 38.
Oh, don't do that. That's when you only get 2 in the second half. That only works on PlayStation.
You know what? Sometimes you have to just... Sometimes stats plays a big part, but also sometimes it's just a whole lot of theorizing. Dave Owen, what do you think about that? I know you're listening in. I know you're a stats man. LDN baller. It was a whoop-de-woo. You know what it was. That was a front rim. That was a whoop-de-woo too.
Stop it.
Mike Williams again. That's in.
Front rim.
That's in the front rim.
That front rim.
You know what, Dave? I think we might need to cut the front of the rim down a bit. It's looking a bit thick. Maybe that's why people were hitting it. But halftime, 54-48 score. Well, Hemel Storm up against the Oaklands Wolves.
The team manager of Oaklands Wolves is a happy man at the moment. So.
Man, you are a happy man. And
despite the bar being closed. Sad day. Sad day.
Right. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the L Lynch Trophy second game of the day in Venue 2, Oaklands College, which is featuring Oaklands Wolves versus the Hemel Storm. Currently, the Oaklands Wolves trail by just 6, 54-48. What do you think is going to happen next? Let us know in the YouTube comments. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. For Basketball England, all games will be streamed here.
We can say it's COVID reason. Yeah.
remarkable games of this Eurobasket women.
So Slam Jam, it's a new initiative by Basketball England, targeted at 7 to 11-year-olds. It's about getting the children to have fun, to link basketball with a fun experience so that we can get lifelong involvement in the sport. And it's really focused on engagement and a fun, positive first experience. So it's not so much about the skill development side of basketball. It's really just about giving people a positive first experience of basketball. They're having fun, they're with their friends, they can develop at their own pace in their own time. So it's really developing on coordination, core strength, as well as basketball skills. So there's not necessarily basketball specific games, but they've got basketballs thrown in there. So they're working on dribbling, shooting, passing in a less structured environment than like a training session. And it's just focused on fun and getting primary school age children engaged. When they come to the first Slam Jam session, they get a t-shirt which they can keep. Each primary school they get some Slam Jam basketballs and a little goodie bag that the children can take home. And another thing, throughout the session, if we see like someone's doing really good at a certain skill or teamwork or being just nice and friendly to other people, they can get stickers. Good practice in sportsmanship as well as being good at the skills. So I think the reason this program is different is that there's a 12-week curriculum and there's different things to work on. And obviously, as a coach, you can kind of chop and change a little bit as is appropriate for the age group that you're teaching. But it just means that everybody's getting that same fun first positive experience. Literally, we're just trying to get them to have positive experiences with basketball so that later on they can be maybe even just a supporter of the game. Go online, get in touch with Basketball England. They can also search Slam Jam for the local centres to them that run the initiative, and they can inquire and maybe even get a coach to come in and run a 12-week session.
Hey guys, we got just about 1 minute until the next half happens goes underway between the Hemel Storm and the Oaklands Wolves. Myself tossing, Dave Ryan over there behind me. Score 54-48 in favour of the Hemel Storm. What do you think about the game so far?
Surprisingly close.
Happy to be here, right?
Just happy to be here.
Just happy.
Generally happy to be at basketball, to be honest.
Absolutely. Just a quick shout out to Upstream Media. You guys are also good together. Sorry, Justin. Happy holiday in the sun. Justin, I'll let you tell Rupert, who I know runs Upstream Media, where you really are, because it's not Barbados.
It's really not.
You might be having some Barbados, some typical cuisine from Barbados, but that's as far as it goes.
Or maybe a typical drink.
That's it. Mount Gay rum.
That's what I done last Saturday rather than watch my new team play. I sit in my kitchen and listen to Tosin and Justin.
That's it.
This week, Justin gets to sit in his kitchen and listen to Tosin and me.
What you can conclude from that is that I speak a lot. Second quarter now underway. Ball in the hands of Evan Walsh. Driving. Oh, gets a turnaround. Finds Obi, who hits the shot.
Lovely shot from Obi there.
Sets the rhythm for comeback kids, Oakland Wolves, who are now down only 4 to the Hemel Storm.
Great hands from Jordan there.
Good hands from Jordan there.
Jordan is a man who can do everything.
That's right.
We'll have to get him to commentate next week, bro.
He will.
During the game.
He has to ref first.
While he's
There's
playing.
There's a route. Once he's gone through the whole reffing, then he can qualify to commentate also.
In case you weren't here in the first half, Jordan coaches in our under-12 programme. He refereed this morning, and now he's playing this afternoon, or this evening. We should have got him to do a quarter during the first game, really, so he could complete the day, really.
That's it. Jordan Santiago, the American Army knife. Oh, Obi tries to hit another mid-range shot. Rebound basketball block. Evan Walsh lived on the free throw line, didn't make a bucket. Not actually including...
Well, as long as they go in, they count, don't they?
Yeah. Living on the free throw line, I mean, definitely.
And
now he's
Toby
getting
drives after getting the rebound.
Star Davis finds Ray
I thought that was a foul, but then I'm
tried to get a charge drawn on him. Bodie being the one trying to draw a charge on his behalf. Oh, and there has to be something called there. There we go. Evan Walsh draws an offensive foul in zone. This time on Greg Polian. Greg Polian's smiling like I knew he was going to bait me into that. So why did you do it then, buddy?
The voice of experience speaks to us.
That's it.
We'd like to thank our sponsors, L Lynch, while we've got a brief pause in play.
Definitely, guys. Use the hashtag L Lynch Trophy. You'll see it on the bottom right of this page. Definitely something if you want to meet someone new on Twitter. I don't mean it in a dating kind of way, but, talk about it, guys who are enjoying the game together. It's
worth mentioning at this point that Hemel are now without Teo, who got ejected in the first half for an unsportsmanlike and a very strange technical.
This is the year of strange, Dave. So
it is. It involves slippery balls.
Obi Egbunike at the line. Going to shoot 2. He's drawing fouls. He's doing quite a lot now.
I don't know what Tosin thinks. I don't really like the idea that if you get a technical and an unsportsmanlike, you get thrown out the game.
I mean, I don't personally like it. I've never been thrown out, so I don't completely hate it, but it does break up the game for someone who's trying to compete. And Matt, I said something naughty once.
I mean, they're different sort of things. I think it's harsh that you leave the game with it. At least you don't get suspended anymore, which is good.
That's the thing I was going to ask.
Automatically, anyway. Yeah. The trick is to never speak to the ref afterwards.
That's it. You know something that's quite interesting? A baller's tail, or the rumour is that Bodie Adeluwa can't shoot very well. I don't know why people play him so closely and foul him if that's the case.
Indeed.
I actually don't know why. Maybe they don't know he can't shoot, or maybe he can indeed shoot. In any case.
But you people need to talk to each other more. You people being players.
I mean, the only time I had a chance to say that to Bodie was when I was on his team, so I wouldn't say it then.
So were you only on his team with Leopards briefly?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was injured, wasn't
He was. He's come back quite well from it, though. Ball once again in the Oaklands Wolves' hands.
he? We've got a 2-point game. It's like Leopards v Storm in the old days. We have a very close game.
That's it. Got a derby going on here. Oh. Daniel Nuttall. Evan maybe scoring, but he's also flopping. No, that's strategic basketball. Flopping's one thing. Greg actually charged at him, so I have to disagree with that one there, Daniel.
Making the most of the contact, I believe they call it.
Oh, Bodie turns the corner well.
That's a nice move from Bodie. Anyone? No, can't see with that.
Oh. Not so sure what the query was over there, but we now got the ball into Bodie safely. Looks like they'll be attacking. Oh, or not. Ball in the hands of Captain Bodie Adulawala again. Oh, actually, the captain is Wally Mamouni, so I got that wrong.
The rebound by Santiago.
Oh, fast break three by the young boy. Showing why I don't like the move. Now, it could have been called for the unsportsmanlike. I was quite lucky to not have that call. But it'll be Hemel ball, foul on number 7, Evan Walsh. Everything Chris, Bodie can actually shoot. Now, at this point, I think it's a good time to go over to the stats and see if he's been shooting well today. So, he's 42% from the field, hasn't shot a 3. So, at this point, maybe he can shoot, but today, I'm sagging.
Yeah, 42% is an undecided number, isn't it?
Yeah. Mind you, that's not from 3, that's from 2.
Indeed. If his next 2 go in there, he gets above 50, I imagine.
I mean, look right here. Let's see if he's going to shoot it. I would almost dare him to shoot it. Or let him hit one.
That's great hands from Jordan Santiago there.
Yeah, Jordan knows how to find his hands in the right place at the right time. Oh, okay. Oh, that was a good move. Cut like a hot knife through butter, Evan Walsh.
I'm hoping no one from the BBL is watching Evan at the moment.
That might be the time. If they weren't, they are now.
There you go.
Antonio Diogratias. Someone else has spent some time at Essex Leopards and Oaklands. Let's go Oaklands.
So Shaquille replaces Waleed Mumney.
Paulian finding the shot.
Waleed told me at half time he's 37.
37?
I'm trying to believe him. I mean, I am.
He's still got the sparkle in his eye of a young boy.
He has.
Still gets excited to warm up. And
in 10 years' time, when we're still in lockdown, he'll still be here playing in the L Lynch Trophy.
You know what? Waleed Mamouni, as Gregory Paulian sends that up the M25, Waleed Mamouni is he's the Morgan Freeman or the Pharrell Williams of the of the league. You know, he's here forever. Doesn't look a day older. I guess Morgan Freeman's always looked old. Maybe he's like a Pharrell Williams.
Well, there is that, isn't there? Maybe Waleed's always looked old as well. But he's a great guy.
Jordan Santiago.
We've somehow got away with that
chasing it down. Unlucky, doesn't get it to go, that one, but playing well. Waleed is a legend indeed. Everything Chris. Over to you guys as the airball comes up. Over to you guys in the YouTube comments. Is Bodie the Morgan Freeman or Pharrell Williams of the
down,
league.
it's going
Oh, foul
down.
drawn.
No,
I
think
almost want to say bucket counts as well.
It's goaltending. There's no foul there.
Oh, bucket counts, no foul. That's right. You can't slap the backboard, guys, when someone's going for a
I can't jump
shot.
that high.
I mean, you can't even hit the net. Rumor has it that one time Worthing Thunder hit the net. Do you remember? Oh no, actually it was it was Northumbria some years ago. That's how they made the final. Someone hit the net.
Northumbria. I missed them.
Exactly.
I've never had piles, but I imagine it's like missing piles.
Sam Peck.
So mass substitutions for Wolves.
Sam Peck. Anyone else muted the commentary? Nope, just you, brother.
So we're still at a 4-point game.
Bourne has a Gerald Lane. He's good 3-point shooter. Not able to get it up that time.
8 on the shot clock. He says, hoping they're listening. Go ahead, Hemel.
Shot up. Oh, doesn't get it to go. Got some hustle by Ray before he finds it. Oh,
There is a
foul drawn by Ahmed Katiri.
when he's on, he's active.
That's it. Nesta, definitely Pharrell Williams. I'm pretty sure Willie looked like that when he was 14. There's some London United pictures that will agree with me. Ealing Phoenicians. 2 shots to come for the academy player. Looks like he's about 6'8", which is always good to
He's
have.
a little bit bigger than that, actually.
Well, let's give him 6'9". Then.
He's a big lad. Very stringy.
This is the first one. Lewis, the commentary's elite. Thank you so much. Oh, missing both of them on the home court.
He did.
Got to make those, buddy. Brody was a man on a mission there.
He was, wasn't he?
Had no intention of passing that thing, but draws the foul. Good for him. That's what he does. I believe there was a season when he averaged around 25 a game.
It was.
Incredible stuff from him.
I think it was the year when they won the National Cup.
Got the eerie silence.
Yeah, I
that
don't like
free throw
silence. I've got a real urge to yell at this point.
Swishes it. Dave, we'll let you yell. We'll let you yell. You could yell on behalf of all the crowd here. Hemel up, only 5.
Yeah.
6.
This is where my team needs me yelling, you see.
That's it. Harrison Watts, Oakland's playing the right way.
Oh!
James Cummings. He had it coming.
Dun dun.
Good bucket there. I always feel like being left-handed helps you out when you're a basketball player. Always seem to help Justin. And him.
You're just jealous. We are the chosen ones.
That's it. Evan Walsh checks back into the game as it gets a bit serious. 4 points between the two teams. Both teams in team fouls.
Did you know that left-handed people have a higher average IQ?
That's an average.
But they also die earlier.
Bit
It's
grave.
a bit of a blow, really.
At least they know it.
But we live our life to the full in the meantime, you know.
Right. Brody turning the corner. Unable to convert. Evan Walsh showing some strength and some speed. Oh.
Oh, J-Dog.
Brody's going. He's going. He's going, ladies and gents. Oh, he doesn't get it to go, though. Jack Lewis. That looks like it could have been a foul. Gets the baby hook, I guess, to go. Hemel now up 4.
So, Jack came to college here at Oaklands, I believe. He played for Leopards for a bit.
Yeah. Useful player. Jump out the gym. Evan getting it. Oh, nearly getting another and 1 to go. We'll shoot 2 more. I actually want to see how many free throws he's attempted today, because maybe young players can take a leaf out of his book. Evan has shot 9 free throws already. And, you know, even 3/4 of the game haven't elapsed. So that's a potential to have 9 points. Not to say that's the only way he scores. He has 22 in any case.
Yeah. So he's done a little bit more than just 4 free throws. Then.
If I could take 9 free throws a game, 10, as that one drops in,
He did.
I'll be a happy man. If I could take 1 a game,
Oh, you'd be happy to be on the court, wouldn't you?
That's it. Gets 2 to go, 24 points for the...
Because Tosin's team, Westminster, were originally invited into this tournament. It would have been great to have them here, but unfortunately, we were told that they weren't allowed.
Unfortunate stuff. Ray Akufori able to
and whilst
convert.
I might not be the biggest fan of Basketball England, they have fought all the way to get everybody to be playing.
Yeah. Ooh. 3-point
It's a lucky
differential
bounce,
again.
but sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
At the end of the day, that was front rim.
Oh.
But that's the good front rim.
You need to change your blog name to the front rim.
There already is a below the rim podcast. I can't.
I wanted to call my blog The Ball Don't Lie, but it's already out there in America.
Yeah.
And it's quite commercial, so I was a little bit worried about being sued.
So Dave Ball was a good second best.
Yeah. Great name. Dave B. Ball blog.
Young boy shooting it, not able to convert, unfortunately.
There's a couple of chances there that really Wolves should have got back into the game properly on it.
Yeah. Oh, that's a charge.
That is the charge.
It's not a charge, apparently. It's a foul on the floor.
I'm going to keep still at this point.
Greg Polin's going to shoot 2. One could have argued that, you know, the positioning of the Oaklands player could have made it an offensive foul.
It was an offensive foul.
The ref saw it in a different way. Dave sees it in a different way.
Of course he does.
What do you guys see what do I see in the YouTube comments? Do I see anything at all? 305 of you watching with us right now. Thank you so much.
I mean, the whole point of being involved in a basketball team is to be irrationally biased for your own side.
That is true.
Otherwise, really, why are you bothering?
So you get on the mic.
I do try and keep it, you know, down to a reasonable extent.
Polian splits the free throws.
And we have got you 4 real commentators for next weekend.
Oh, who you got?
Well, I've got Justin and Tosin, whichever game they choose to do.
I mean...
And 2 guest people for the other game.
Oh, intriguing.
But as Tosin is our main man, he gets to choose which game he wants.
That is very...
Does that sound fair, Tosin?
That is very...
Because genuinely, I'm breaking in this news to him live on air.
That is brilliant.
And I can retire.
So Dave Ryan started commentating on the 17th of October, finished commentating on the 17th. 3-pointer, Evan Walsh. Game is now drawn, ladies and gents. We've got a game on the hands. Let's see what happens. 1 minute 15 of play left in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Oh, Greg Polian going to what is tried and true, but that shot told a lie in this instance. Shaq shoots it with speed, gets it to drop. I was a bit hesitant, though I support neither team in this nearly. I was a bit hesitant whether that was the best shot to take, but Shaq Lewis drills it.
That's not his shot either.
I remember Ben Wallace hit some free throws to take the Miami Heat out of back in 2006. It reminded me a bit of that. Not his shot, but it hit was all good. Nick Allen advancing the ball. He looks like he's going for a layup. Ooh. Oh, Shaq chasing up again. It is Shaq's day out here. 20 seconds on the clock. Now, I understand the shot clock, that what you see on the screen may be a bit different, but we're still 13 going down. 10 seconds and counting, probably what the final shot will be. Ball in the hands of Evan Walsh. Isolation, shoots it. Doesn't get it to drop. And the fourth quarter is now upon us. 72 Hemel, 67 Oaklands. Now, it's been quite an interesting game so far. Who would have known that the Oaklands would have held on to make it 67 apiece? That being said, Hemel were able to go on a 5-0 run and get ahead. Guys, what do you think? Let me know in the YouTube comments. Got Dave. Oh, Dave's disappeared. Never mind. Let us know what you're thinking in the YouTube comments. Make sure you subscribe that and hit that subscribe button. Okay, so we're just on standby before, as there's about a minute before the next game. Well, the final quarter of this game between the Oaklands Wolves and the Hemel Storm take place. Wolves actually outscoring the Storm in the third period by 1 point, 19-18. What do you think so far, Dave? It's been quite interesting.
It certainly has.
Lewis, don't sleep on us. Lewis, can you let us know who you are, your surname? I guess you're backing Oaklands Wolves. It'll be good to know what your affinity is with the club.
Everyone should be backing Oakland Wolves.
For being the host, if for
It's the way forward.
If for no other reason.
We have put a lot of work into this.
Everything, Chris. Excellent commentary, by the way, guys. Thank you so much, sir. Keep doing what you do.
Just to remind everyone, we've got Solent on at midday tomorrow, but unfortunately the Barking versus Worthing game at 3 o'clock is now off.
Yep.
You can guess why.
Yeah, we'll leave that to you guys to guess why. But we still have some good action to look forward to.
We have, and hopefully we'll get another good week next weekend.
Yeah. Which means that will be Solent versus Essex tomorrow?
I believe so.
Okay, so not the matchup everyone was hoping for in terms of the most anticipated game. I did think that it was the Solent versus Worthing Thunder. However, Essex Blaze and Solent Kestrels will make such quite a game.
There's previews, etc. on England, basketballengland.co.uk.
Shot hit by, who was that? Is that Mike Williams there?
It was, yeah.
Young boy shoots the shot quick. Aye, aye, aye. I'm not so sure about that, but Hemel have got the ball going. Mike Williams shooting again, gets it to go. Yeah. A whole lot of yes sir being said right now.
So we got a tied game and Hemel have ripped off 9 straight points. To make it a palindromic scoreline, like Leon Noel. If Fred, who used to run Leopards with me, is out there, he would appreciate the palindromic quote.
I learnt that word today.
That's all we used to talk about. Someone's just been teed. Someone from Wolves. 7, I believe. Evan Walsh.
Oh, so Oakland's Evan Walsh picks up a technical
He obviously
foul.
felt he'd been fouled on the shot.
Might have muttered something to the refs. Of course, you're not allowed to talk to the referee, particularly in the way that he may have.
It's funny because we're sitting courtside, but you can't actually hear what people say because you've got headphones on.
Yeah, it's interesting. So we have a timeout right here, and we're back on the camera. It'll be interesting to see what each of the teams are talking about as there are 9 minutes left of play. Let us know what kind of juice you have. Hopefully you've cracked open your second carton. In case you guys haven't noticed, I start talking about juice when I don't know quite what to say, or maybe it's a branding stunt. I'll let you guys decide.
Oh, I reckon Towson's earning millions promoting juice.
That's it. I think Just Juice have sponsored me, guys. So the more time I say juice, a little bit of a royalty.
I mean, the clothes he's wearing is clearly a very well-off man.
This is off the rack, as they like to say in the States, whatever that means. Thought all clothes come off the rack.
I'm wearing my brand new Oaklands polo shirt today, except it's too cold to actually keep.
So we're going over to the coaches right now, and looks like Drew and Mike Darlow are able to exchange some words, having a little smile about them. I mean, could be more comfortable than up by 9, but, you know, they're ahead. And, of course, a technical foul, so opportunity to be up by 11 now.
No, it's only one shot.
Oh, only one shot, of course, yeah. Tech.
We do change the rules every 2 years, so...
Yeah, I have to stay red. So 77-67 the score. Brian Walsh, love the way that Dave and Tosin have coordinated hoodies. You know how we do. Trying to look if there's anything else coordinated that we're wearing. That is it. We've got coordinating headphones. Harry 888, hi. Come on, look at the chat. How are you doing, Harry, sir? Dane Frost, please. What are you saying please about? Mike Williams able to turn the corner with a quick go-ahead. Now Oaklands are a bit in trouble because it's like a 12-0 run now, I believe, for the Hemel Storm. It's been a while since they last scored. ID cuts. Waleed is not just a pretty face. He was in James Bond GoldenEye. He looks like a movie star, doesn't he?
He certainly is.
Maybe
so Wolves finally break their trap.
Get something to land. Get something to go. Mike Williams again, ladies and gents. It seems like Mike Williams is making a statement in this quarter. If I'm not correct, unless I'm incorrect, he scored the last 6 of Hemel's last 6 points. That being said, let me know if I'm wrong. That's what I like the YouTube community for. Jordan
They're here to
Santiago
correct us, aren't they?
hasn't hit the shot in a while. I think Mike is going to shoot it again because he's been hot. Wow. And he's hit it again, ladies and gents, 4 in a row. It's getting a bit berserk over here in the Oaklands Wolves territory.
We might try guarding him, I guess.
I think he might have to send a double team over. Timeout call by the Oaklands Wolves.
So it's a 17-2 run after Wolves tied it at 67 all.
I mean, what would you do at this point, Dave? I mean, you've watched basketball a while. How would you stop Mike Williams?
I've got no answer.
No answer. You know what? I got an old
Yeah,
school.
I at least paused before saying that.
I've got an old school. An old school tactic. If you foul someone hard,
you mean take him out?
you foul so hard, he might think twice about shooting that again.
Indeed.
I don't know. If my mum and my brother, my dad and family are watching and someone hits 4 shots in a row on me on my home turf,
yeah,
I might have to recruit the elbow.
Well, I wasn't going to say that, but yeah.
Gently, you know.
You take him down, you take him hard.
Respectively, recruit the elbow. Of course, just give him a little key.
But we don't really do that kind of thing anymore, do we?
Not anymore. We shoot fast break threes now.
We do.
Harry 888, I'm the floor wiper at Hemel Storm. Shout out to you, Harry. I hope you're well. And it's great that you're able to contribute to the Hemel Storm. And,
but Harry, have you ever got anyone thrown out?
Have you ever got anyone thrown out, Harry? That is the question.
Because our floor wiper has somehow managed to do this.
So there's levels to this, is what we're hearing.
It's like her father taught her well.
Every trick in the book. I mean, that's a whole new take on taking them out. I would have used their elbow.
She's fairly embarrassed, and she will be if she ever listens to this commentary. But
everything Chris do and Nathan Ashley, absolutely. Nathan Ashley is a pro.
No,
there's someone who's going to take you out. Call him the hitman.
I did like Nathan when he played for us. There was a certain level of
energy that he brings.
I was going for madness, but yeah.
Yeah. Harry 888, I'm Miles. My name is Miles. But your name's Harry on YouTube. How come
you got to make your mind up, Harry stroke Miles?
I almost called you 888 there, buddy. Oh. Reggie Napoleon taking it into his own hands. Unable to hit it, but gets a foul. Someone needs to stop these Americans. Oaklands have an American in their roster, so hopefully he can bring some of the stoppage, if you will. Shaquille Lewis coming out, Waleed Mamouni coming in.
He's looking older than earlier, isn't he?
Yeah, he's he's aged in the 1 minute he's been off.
I mean, we're all older than we were at half time, so. That silence offends me.
I was actually listening out for the sound of the net. That's what I enjoyed.
I've got to have a chat with my children. They're letting me down.
Ball advancing by... Well, being brought up now by Santiago. Seems like Ahmed is wide open. Wonder if Oakland's
Yeah,
going to
he's
notice
got a
that.
fairly decent three-point shot on him as well.
Yeah, the big guy.
Yeah.
Santiago gets it to hit. Ahmed has a bright future ahead of him.
Yeah, I
He's
mean, to
big.
be fair, Jordan's got a better three-point shot on him, but Ahmed's got a decent...
He's got a foot on him as well.
Well, yeah.
Levi not quite sure what to do with it. Putting him in the blender, gets it to go. Presses the button. Pulse. Dwayne Adman, you can tell Tossin has played at Westminster, knows he looks after the second make. For those of you who want to know, Dwayne Adman was my former coach. If you didn't foul someone embarrassing you in practice,
I know
Mr.
Dwayne. Hello,
Side.
Dwayne.
Nesta is one of them American. So, number 21 and 0 for Orange are both American. Number 4, Black, is also American. Depending on which team you meant.
And number 9 for Wolves is Albanian British. Last year we had 2 of them. We might have been the only team in the country with 2 of them.
Oh, cool.
Because we had LVC, remember?
Oh, yeah. He did, absolutely.
I miss LVC.
LVC's now gone to the westernmost part of the country. Plymouth Raiders, BBL.
I wish him good luck then.
Good passer and all that. Make sure that you guys are letting me know what type of juice you're having, of course. Let me know where you're listening from. Let me know what you think about the games tomorrow. Subscribe to the Basketball England YouTube page, of course. Give us a little shout out as well using the hashtag L Lynch Trophy as well. Ahmed Katiri getting one of the shots up that didn't get to go. Jack Burnell, he has a ring to his name. Well, he hit the ring.
You also, of course, need to go on to Tosin's web.
My website, I think you
Well,
were
not
saying.
your website, I was halfway through, but go on, you finish.
Theballersvoice.com. A lot more content coming to that. At the moment, it's more socially driven in the form of podcasts. I have a podcast with Justin called The Juice. Just go click subscribe and follow and you guys will find out what it's all about. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. LS Media, not juice, but that got that Pepsi Max Raspberry. Now, before lockdown and I was getting enough exercise, I was against non-sugar drinks. As the Hemel Storm turn it over. But you know what I like really is the Pepsi Max cherry flavor. I had one on the way here. Actually quite nice. Not bad at all. Joe Mead, Oakland needs a big. You don't see the biggest guy on the court there. Maybe you need probably you need a more experienced big. But nonetheless.
I see Ahmed more as a Dirk than a true big, to be honest.
Dirk. Normally you have a Dirk Nowitzki shirt on, don't you?
Everyone should have a Dirk.
That's it. My goodness, these Americans are taking over now.
I believe in that so much that my son's middle name is Dirk. Everyone should have a Dirk.
We need to read your blog to find out why that is.
Because Dallas won the NBA the year he was born.
Yeah.
That was the deal with my poor wife.
Ooh, Evans giving him the spanky. Oh.
Right, you're going to tear him for that.
John Santiago not letting anything happen after the whistle. You will not train on my watch, he says. Can't blame him. Down 20 now. Goodness, Oakland's have only scored 5 points.
It's a
To
25-5 run.
Yeah,
I'm helping Tosin out with his maths here.
that's it, man.
If only we had Justin.
Left my abacus at home. I'm sure Justin would have helped me with all the maths. LDM Baller drinking some grape drink. It's purple. You know what? People are really answering to this juice thing, so I'm beginning to love it. I'm going to keep asking. Ishmael Fontaine, legend in the building. Orange juice
Hello,
preparing
Ish.
me for tomorrow. Oh, wait.
He's got no game tomorrow.
You better tip her. You know,
You can put anything you like in your drink tonight.
you can mix it the way you want.
No game tomorrow.
Nesta, Capri-Sun forever. Are you
Oh, God.
raiding your kid's fridge? Are you are you making the most of the fact that your kids are not in school right now on a Saturday?
Well, they've blown it open, haven't they?
It's been blown wide apart. Quite interesting to know where to go from here, but I'm sure they're going to be talking about how to put some type of strategy together. Maybe it's take shots and draw fouls. Perhaps it's just double team one of the guys that are scoring. Who knows? We'll see.
I mean, this, assuming this is the result, means that next week at 2:45 we have the shootout to win the group between Thames Valley and Hemel. The winner gets home court advantage in the quarters.
Yep.
The loser plays away in the quarters, wherever they may end up being, of course. In the world we live in, it does mean that Rockets v Wolves is
Likely.
effectively a dead rubber, but hey,
You never know.
it's still basketball. And more is better, so the more you watch, the better you'll be.
That's right. I'm going to update that scoreboard for you right now, Dory. It says fourth quarter now. Rest assured. Ball being advanced by Mike Williams again. I wonder if he's going to keep shooting it. Oh, they put Evan Walsh on him. Good idea. Oh! Jack Bino trying to get crafty.
Bit of a shout out to everyone involved in Division 1, involved in the venues that have hosted it, which is here at Oaklands, which is Solent, which is Myerscough, and which is Loughborough, if they ever get to do it, and we hope they do.
Yep. Steal by Evan Walsh. He's going to the hole. Yep. Gets the go-ahead layup. Skip to my Lou. I'm going to call that one.
Indeed, a shout out to our sponsors and to Evan for that score there, which I'm quite happy with.
Sponsors. L Lynch Trophy.
L Lynch Trophy, but also all the club sponsors, everyone that makes basketball happen in this country.
Absolutely.
Because despite the myth out there, it doesn't happen by magic. There is no money behind the fridge, I know, because I've pulled the fridge out many times looking for it. Just in the hope of being able to afford toasting.
Sorry?
Just in the hope that I could afford toasting.
Yeah, that's it. Sometimes it goes like that.
But an incredible amount of work went in over the summer, and it is good to see that we are playing again, even if we are 20 down.
Absolutely.
It's a lot more fun sitting here watching it than it was sitting in the kitchen last week in quarantine. So hopefully one day everyone can get in.
Possibly a bit more chilly though.
Yeah. And there's no 25-year-old whiskey either, but hey.
That's down to you. You could have brought
There's
that
no
in.
25-year-old whiskey at home anymore either. It all went.
Toby Custodi Davis found in the corner. Just about misses everything there. Locked in. He's got Malt. I hope he's not
Great
talking
steal
about
from
Super Malt
Obi
power.
there, and Obi's shot gets...
Travel there for Obi, unfortunately. Malt. I hope you're not talking about Super Malt, buddy. That's a nasty drink.
It was single malt.
Oh no, someone in the group chat said malt. I'm not sure if they meant Super Malt like the drink or
No, single malt whiskey, the real stuff. Very expensive. My 25th wedding anniversary present.
Nice.
I'm that old.
The Icon 145. I have some leftover Maggie. Goodness, what is that? As far as I know, that's not a drink. I think I know what you're talking about.
So we've gone from juice to pure hard alcohol now, haven't we?
MBO after dark.
As the night progresses.
Exactly.
While I'm here, I should take Tosin for turning up.
Thank you.
And it is appreciated.
Oh, happy to be here. Being near
And we're all
basketball.
still on the camera. He knows far more about this than us, which is the only reason you're getting to watch pictures, believe me.
That's it. Shout out to Ralston. Ralston Humble's making it all happen.
Hopefully he'll come back next week, or we're stuffed.
Hoping so. Nick Allen turning the corner and one. Nothing like some energy from your bench at this point in the game. John Letizier, I think the refs are doing a fantastic job. I had to look real quick to make sure you weren't reffing whilst you typed that, John.
I'm going to take the fifth on that one.
Locked in H, Super Malt Chalet. I'll put that drink away.
All I can say is, John, I thought the first crew were better, mate.
Oh dear. Well, you heard it from Dave. At least you could put a face to the voice. LDN ball. I can't disrespect Supermalt like that. Well, I just did. It's up there with Diet Coke, bro, or down there. Evan Walsh.
Evan
Ball game
D.
slippery. Don't get the second tech now, pal. Oh, Waleed getting in the air. Ewan James gets on the scoreboard. Levi Knowles up and clapping. 2 minutes 35 to go. 97 now to the Hemel Storm. 74 to Oaklands. Oaklands needs to get something going just to compete right now. And the side of the backboard hitting wasn't what I meant by compete right now. I'm sure he was trying though, the young man. Ewan James again, rattling out. Ray in the corner. He's able to shoot it with the...
That is not Ray's shot.
He actually hit the side of the backboard as well. It's as if we're playing copycat out here. And we know he's going to shoot it. I'm surprised he didn't. And I'll be surprised if he didn't shoot it. Absolutely. Jack Burnell. Jack by name, Jack by trade. Finds the bottom of the basket.
I should have beaten him up when he was little when I had the chance, really.
Oh, these guys still have a chance to beat him up now, you know.
He's bigger than me.
Don't let him hit a second one. Heidi cuts. Nick Allen is on fire. Foul drawn by Evan Walsh once again. Happy birthday, Harry Walker. Harry Walker, happy birthday.
So Wolves are running the bench now, pretty much.
That's it. Some guys fouled out, I believe. Or just that time to give everyone a little bit of experience.
Bench running time.
Yeah. Jack McBuckets. McBuckets is back. That's quite a popular one in the YouTube comments right there. John Letizia, I'll take that. I'll buy you a coffee next week. Absolutely. Only that I don't drink coffee, but hot chocolate will do me well. Or juice. Patrick Holgate, good job against tossing. Very enjoyable. Co-commentator is okay too. That is Dave Ryan, and he's done an incredible job as Evan hits both free throws.
I wouldn't go that far. Adequate. Adequate's fine.
He was present on the day.
I'm happy with adequate.
Evan has 31 points.
Really?
As the Hemel Storm are led by Greg Polian's 28. Mike Williams has 26 of his own. James Cummings pulling it back. Not able to get it going. I would have got that rebound. Oh, he did. Kane Daly gets it to go. Good job, young boy. Number one. Nick Allen going at people hard. Another and one for Nick Allen. Goodness gracious. I'm going to call him and one Nick. As we hear the social distanced crowd saying, yeah, Nick. He's getting it going for indeed. Gets and one to go. Nick Allen's really filling up his score tally. 1 minute left. Same tally. Oh, Shaq reaches in. Draws a foul.
I've just had a message from Jack Burnell's dad telling me he's at home drinking red wine. Oh, so thanks for that, John.
He's doing well. You see, talking about juice, you know, it's something we can all bond over. Now, granted, that juice is wine in his case.
Me and John spent many long hours on the minibus, so I narrowly avoided killing us all on the way to away games.
That's it. 47 seconds left in it. 25 points separate the two teams. Shaq Lewis fading away, hits it, nothing but net. Good hair.
Shaq is clearly playing for his minutes here.
That's it. James Cummings looking around. Oh man, if you're a shooter, Gerald, you need to pull it up, my friend. Finds him.
Hit it, James.
Still passing it over. 0 in the corner. I believe that is
good rebound there from James. Fouled on the way in, but apparently we're not calling fouls anymore.
Blocked by Willie the Mamouni. And Jack Burnell gets it to go. And now about put a fork in it. 10 seconds will play out.
Not sure quite how many times James was fouled on the Oaklands offence there.
Never know.
But I guess we're not calling
29
anymore.
points, 2 seconds to go. He does get it up.
He does. There you
Gets
go.
it to go as well.
He gets his points.
Final score, 107-80. Hemel Storm take this one over the Oaklands Wolves. It's been myself, Tosin, and Dave Ryan on the commentary. Need to get some water right here, so it's been quite a good game. It's been quite a good game overall, as you can see. Second game of the day at the Oaklands College, home of the Oaklands Wolves. Oaklands have just lost by 27 to Hemel Storm. I believe they were led in the scorer of today's game was Evan Walsh, who dropped 31. I believe 28 was the top score for Gregory Polian. 26 was added by Mike Williams. Hope you guys had fun. Let us know how you found the game. How did you find it?
I was happy when it was 67 all.
Yeah, I mean, if the game could only have stopped then. But guys, thanks for watching. If you're watching on the road, get home safe. If you're at home, stay safe, wash your hands. Over and out.
There's more action elsewhere on the BE website.
That's it. Subscribe to that Basketball England, guys. Subscribe. 33 rather for Evan Walsh. Got that wrong. Let that come in before that goes out.